So Watches and Wonders 2022 has come and gone. We all missed out on the moon swatch. What better time than now to show you guys my watch collection. My newest watch, my Rolex Oyster Perpetual. I got this watch just a few months ago. I saw the Oyster Perpetual shooting up in price because of that Tiffany blue colored dial, so I thought it was probably a pretty good time to pick this one up. So this is a 34mm Rolex Oyster Perpetual. I do have relatively thin wrists, so the 34mm, even though a lot of guys shy away from it, I think it looks pretty good on me, and I just love the way that I feel when I wear this watch. Classy, but not flashy, and I haven't had a single person actually ask me about this watch. Nobody's commented about it or anything in person, so I like the fact that it kind of flies under the radar and I can wear something nice like this and not worry about feeling like I'm being looked at just because I've got a Rolex on my wrist. Next up is another recent purchase of mine. This is my Omega Seamaster 300 Professional, and it is the 007 version. I actually went into the Omega dealer to try on a Planet Ocean 39mm, and they happen to have one last 007 version sitting in the case. I tried it on and I kind of fell in love with it. I'm a pretty big James Bond fan. I've seen all of the movies multiple times each, so that may have played a bit of a part in my decision of purchasing this, but honestly, I just love the color scheme. I love the matte dial on it. I love the faux patina in the indices and on the face, and I love the fact that it actually came on an OEM NATO strap. I'm not a huge fan of the Milanese bracelets like the one that comes with this watch. It's a titanium case, it's very, very light, and it's probably too big for my wrists, but it's a dive watch. They're supposed to be big. They're supposed to be kind of a statement piece when you wear them. And I actually have gotten a lot of comments on this one in person, especially when I went to the swatch store to try to buy one of those moon swatches. But it's just a really cool vintage look and kind of understated, kind of rugged, and very, very much my style. And so the next one is the watch that kind of got me back into watches. I just saw pictures of this thing online and I thought it was just freaking awesome looking. It is the Rado Captain Cook. Again, it's a 42mm, probably a little too big, but it's just such a cool look. It's got this really kind of understated blue. I love the anchor in the jewel at the 12 o'clock. Kind of spins around when you move your wrist, and I think that's pretty dope. And it comes on this awesome beads of rice bracelet. Almost jewelry for me. This is kind of a flashy watch, but I wear this a lot, especially with jeans and t-shirts. Again, man, I just love the way this one looks. I wear this a lot. So if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to drop down, hit that like button, pop into the comment box. Let me know, what watch do you have on your wrist right now? And the next watch is one of my favorites from the last couple of years to come out. I got an insanely good deal on this. It is the Seiko Alpinist. A lot of people refer to this one as the ghost dial because it kind of has this really cool off-white color to the dial. I do think that the compass bezel is really cool, even though it's not usable. No, the markers don't line up perfectly, but it's just a really kind of cool complication that you don't see in a lot of watches, so it kind of makes it unique, kind of makes it stand out a little bit. And this came on like a black leather strap. That looked nice, but I thought it was just a little too dressy for me, so I purchased this beads of rice bracelet from Uncle Seiko. And it fits perfectly, and I think the watch just looks a lot sportier than it did on the leather strap. So the next watch is one that I really struggle to take off of my wrist on a day-to-day basis. It is the Hamilton Khaki Field Automatic. And what's really cool about this watch to me is just how understated it is. I really kind of like rugged, kind of utilitarian looking things. I don't want to wear something that's too flashy or too blingy. So this kind of muted black dial with kind of the classic military layout kind of speaks to that. This came on a brown leather strap, but I swapped it out for a gray one that I got from Colareb, which is a really cool Italian company that makes super, super nice watch straps. I wear this watch so often. It's just so light. I kind of forget that it's there sometimes. And every time I look down at my wrist, I just smile. It's just so cool. Next up is probably the most special watch to me. It is my vintage Girard Perigo Seahawk. And so this watch actually belonged to my grandfather, and we lost it for a long time. We finally found it in a box a few months ago, and I got it, and it's just awesome. I mean, you've got this acrylic lens. This is all original. I can see where my granddad scratched the hell out of it, and that's really cool. And probably my favorite part about this watch is that it is a manual wind, and it is so loud. It's just a super, super cool watch. It's very, very dressy, and that's not typically my style, so I like to pop this on with jeans and a t-shirt and think about the time that my granddad taught me to swim by throwing me in the deep end. And next up is another watch that has sentimental value to me. It is a Cartier Smallseconds. I don't know. It's just a little quartz watch. Again, it's on a Milanese bracelet, which I'm not a huge fan of. My daughter picked it out for me for a holiday. I don't wear it often. Sometimes I just wear it and remind her that I love her and thank her for picking it out for me. It actually does kind of look cool. I did recently wear it to the daddy-daughter dance at my kid's school, and it went really, really well with the tux. It's impossible to see the time on. It's completely impractical. But yeah, it's just one that I'm going to keep forever. The last watch is one that I bought before I bought the Rado, just to make sure that I was actually going to wear a wristwatch. And I picked this one. It is the Seiko 5 SKN803. It's just kind of a rugged utilitarian field watch. It came on this super, super hideous beige canvas strap that like almost matched the dial. I just bought the very, very cheap leather NATO strap and put it on there. And yeah, I mean, I still really like this watch. It's a little less fun to wear since I've got like the Hamilton, but it does have a kind of a charm to it. I don't have to worry about damaging it. I don't have to worry about getting it scratched up or nicked. It's just a nice reminder of kind of where I've come from on this journey. And this is probably going to be passed on to my daughter here in the near future. I've been very, very blessed. I've been very lucky to be able to get my hands on the watches that I own, and I love them all to death. And that's probably the only advice I could give anybody about watch collecting is just buy what you want so that you enjoy it. Don't listen to other people's opinions. Don't try to follow trends. Just find what you like and wear it with pride. Enjoy the hell out of it. We'll see you next time. Bye.